Hi. In this video we're going to check out the way to get a recording tone that is really in your face and dry, no room and so on, so it will be easy to pack the guitar against drums and bass and so on. Yet we're going to have a very complex tone and a tone with a sense of spatial richness, you know, a sense of room, but there is no room contaminating this. Instead, I'm using two amps, one Marshall PLEXI and one Fender Tweed. And the cool thing here is that the Fender has a very slow breakup. You know, it compresses a lot, so it's slow and kind of fat, whereas the Marshall is piercing and thin relative to the other one, of course. But both sound great. So here you get a time difference with the slow breakup and the fast breakup. You also get the difference in it's a bit more low end than lower mids with the Fender, and the Marshall is a bit more higher mids. And this creates a sense of something in the room that goes from one side of the room to the other, and there is presence on one side. So I'm. You can see here the times in the video. I'm going to daisy chain these two amps with the Gibson Les Paul Custom. First, I'm using drums also with this a pearl fiberglass set, just so you can hear how this setup sounds with drums also. Then as a bonus at the end of the video, we're actually going to compare. You can see the mic up there. That's AKG C414. This has nothing to do with the method I'm talking about. It's just a bonus. So we're going to compare those. Those are 70s small diaphragm condensers, 451 AKG. We're going to compare them to the alternative, which is Neumann KM84. And the set I have here is from 81, somewhere around that. I will comment that more at the end also. And I will comment the first section about the guitar method as well. All right, let's go. All right, a quick look at the recording setup. I'm recording the Marshall with a 2247 LE tube condenser, and I'm recording the Fender with an AKG C414 BXL2. I'm using an attenuator, the Ironman 2, for the Marshall. I'm knocking off, I think, 7 dB. Yeah, 7 dB. And the reason for that is that the tube condenser can't take the punishment otherwise. The Fender can be recorded as is, since the AKG can you can roll off 16 dB there. I'm daisy chaining them. You can see I've set up the Marshall, so maybe 8 on volume and maximum tone, and then it's daisy chained to this one, which is jumpered, and everything on flat out, because when you daisy chain, it lost some of the signal is lost, so that's why I'm cranking this one. Let's look at how the mics are positioned. So I've measured very carefully, so they're relatively positioned. So they're positioned exactly the same. Otherwise, you're gonna cancel out lots of highs, phase cancellation between the two mics. So I managed to preserve most of the highs here. I'm going through 312 preamps and then into the Apollo and then into Cubase. All right. A really cool thing about this is that you get the Marshall tone, but with a more complex and smoother breakup. So it really doesn't sound like metal or hard rock at all. It sounds like something else. The Marshall itself sounds great, but if you don't, if you just use it itself, it's still gonna take you into to hard rock territory. It's a bit cliche. Marshall is the greatest thing in the world, but I'm afraid it's cliche. So with this Fender added, it really sounds like something that could be in any mix, and I really like that. So now here comes the bonus video. I'm doing comparisons and investigations almost every day, but I'm not sure if it's interesting for you. But I thought, why not just throw them in? Because to keep track on the stuff I'm doing, I'm filming most of it also. So I'm going to start doing that. So we're going to have the topic of the video and then a bonus each time. And then you can tell me, is this just in the way and so on? Do you want more precision when you read what the video is going to be about? You just want to see that? Or is it cool and interesting with the bonus? Let's check out these two pairs of mics now. 70s AKG C451 and 1981 KM84 Neumanns. And I will comment it after the video as well. All right, let's go. All right, I really liked both pairs of mics here. So the AKGs, of course, is just beautiful to, you know, magically pull treble out of any source and get it to sound present and so on. But they're, compared to the KM84s, they're less balanced and less full sounding. But for many applications, for instance, the guitar sounded more 70s like and vintage to me with the AKGs, but not balanced in the same way. I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm not an expert in that. This was just my immediate takeaway of that. I want to hear what you think. What is your experience of these two types of mics, and which ones did you like best here? All right. Cheers.